Grand Rising, gods, goddesses, kings, queens, what's going on, YouTubers? I'm about to bring you the word of the day for November 9th, 2020. Have already meditated. I have already sat with my team. Let's talk. Let's give them something to talk about. Talk to me, spirit. Can I get 3 cards? Let's start this off right, spirits. What messages do you have for the overall energy for the YouTubers on November 9th, 2020? Spirit is saying during this energy shift, a lot of y'all are receiving a lot of wisdom and knowledge. A lot of y'all are vibrating on a different frequency. A lot of y'all think y'all in 3D. Y'all are not in 3D. Some of y'all I'm hearing it's in 6D, 7D. Some of y'all just entered 5D. Y'all starting to get blessed with wisdom and knowledge. That's why your body is reacting the way it is, because it's just like when we're getting sick and our body notice there's a foreign bacteria in our body, a foreign object in our body. White blood cells and red blood cells is fighting to get rid of this virus that we have coming up in our body. Spirit is saying this is how your body is reacting spiritually because of this spiritually energy, this energy shift. So you might experience a lot of things like you getting sick, but Spirit is saying this is not a human sickness. This is spiritual sickness. There's no cure for spiritual sickness. You just have to stay meditated. You have to stay under eating properly, meditating, taking spiritual baths, showers, drinking a lot of tea, grounding with nature. Remember, we are part of nature, so we have to ground with nature, hug a tree, go break up some leaves and just rub them and throw them up in the air and let them fall on you. You have to connect. Continue to call upon your spiritual team for assistance. They are working for you. Also, you got to remember those who have not yet started your altar, have not started burning spiritual ancestor money. That's a necessity. You need to do that. That's part of this spiritual journey that you're on, because when you call upon them, they come running to help you. So you have to give them that food as energy. You have to burn that money to break off karmatic debt for in the spirit realm and the human realm, because you're breaking generational curses. So that is a necessity that you must do. If you haven't already done it, continue to do it. What other messages? If y'all hear something, like I said, it's my dog. What other messages do you have? All these? Okay. The first card we have is oppression. Some of y'all, this is about the energy shift. Spirit is saying y'all experiencing exhaustion, depression, depleted resources, feeling cut off, like you don't belong, out of balance. You feeling punishment, like you hard on yourself. Why is this? Why did God choose me? Confinement, restriction. Y'all going through oppression. Spirit is saying y'all need to balance. Your elements is fire and water that needs balance. So most likely your root chakra and your throat chakra, I'm hearing balance. For some of y'all pushing upward. Spirit is saying y'all having a steady progress. Y'all gaining confidence. Y'all accepting challenges and promotion, receiving recognition. Spirit is saying because y'all accepting who you are, continue to push up. Y'all balancing that yin and the yang, the light and the dark. Spirit is saying you have the development. This is that wisdom and knowledge that I was speaking of. Fun. You gradually progressing. You slowly but surely adapting to your spiritual journey. And you have to work on your heart chakra. That's working on your inner child that I'm hearing. Continue to heal, continue to forgive others, because you got to understand that's a learned behavior. So everything that we do is a learned behavior, just like racism. You wasn't born racist. That was taught. So some of the things that we're going through as an adults was taught by our parents, our grandparents, because it's a learned behavior. Keeping still. Be still and know that I am God. That is what I'm hearing. Meditation. You got to go into meditation. Self-renewal. That self-worth, that self-love, that self-respect. Self-acceptance, detachment, letting go of those that does not resonate to your higher good. You have to have the main thing Spirit is saying, there's 3 things to your power, and they connected. Your crown, your heart, and your intuition is very connected. They work together. So when 2 is off, you're off balance. When 1 is off, you're off balance. You have to keep the 3 connected. And that's about healing. I know y'all tired of me saying it, but y'all don't understand how important it is to heal. Healing is where you step into your power. Some of y'all going to have an influence, a bad influence to throw you off your spiritual game. That's why I say you got to be careful with the company you keep. We have many soulmates, but all of them's not good. Every relationship with a soulmate, it does not have to be sexual. It's a lesson in it. Some of it is a bad lesson to teach us something, because we need that boost. We need that slap. Like they pushing us against the wall, because apparently they keep telling us and we're not listening. So sometimes they let things happen in our life to get our attention, and sometimes that's a karmatic partner, which is also a soulmate. You get ready to get a mutual attraction. This is going to be a genuine affection. Stimulation is connecting, because you're about to be connected with your soulmate. Like I said, it could be a good lesson and a bad lesson. We have several soulmates. All of them's not sexual. I just want to make sure that, oh, this is my soulmate and I want to fuck them. You can't fuck all your soulmates. That's where it goes bad. You can't fuck all your soulmates. So when you have a soulmate, some is there just to activate you. Some is there to help teach you a lesson. It's like a short contract. You have the cauldron. A cauldron can be a singing bowl. A cauldron can be, if you go to Dollar Tree and get one of those small little bowls, ceramic bowls, and burn your money, or do whatever you do in there for like your rituals, if y'all do rituals. That's a cauldron. Discerning wisdom. You're going to be getting wisdom, spiritual renewal, concentrate, contain, rejuvenation, inner alchemy, mastery. They want you to do that. I always meditate. I rub a singing bowl. If you're not good at rubbing a singing bowl, you can hit it. You got to have some type of meditation that helps breaks the energy. That helps release negative energy. The joyous. Happiness, delight, interaction, opening, communication, goodwill, friendly, persuasion, and self-expression. The joyous. Spirit is saying a lot of y'all spiritually dragonflies and lotus flowers. Some of y'all are connected to the lotus flower. Some of y'all have lotus flower tattooed on you. Some of y'all are wearing lotus flowers. Some of y'all have paintings of lotus flowers. You're connected to the lotus flower. You need to know the meaning of that. You're starting to open up and blossom like that lotus flower. You're no longer in the mud. You're starting to become that beautiful 999. You're starting to become that beautiful lotus flower. Receptive, the yielding yin principle, devoted, patient, supportive, obedient, responsive, intuitive, earthly, mother. Your reception is changing. You're starting. It's that energy shift. It is that energy shift that y'all vibrating on, that y'all starting to feel. Spirit is saying everything is changing about you. Y'all getting wisdom and knowledge that I am hearing. Alrighty then. Alrighty. We got the wallflower card. Spirit is saying some of y'all once again. I always say once again. I don't know why, but that's just my favorite word. So once again, like once upon a time, but once again, Spirit is saying, showing me you like that wallflower. You're very rare. You're very rare. So imagine you sitting at a house party. They showing me you at a house party and everybody's dancing, socializing, mingling. First of all, you feel like you don't belong there. It's because you really don't. You're spiritual, so you're sticking out like that wallflower. So you're sitting there and everybody's like, oh, look how pretty that flower is. I never seen nothing like this. I want to approach it, but it's so delicate. I want to talk to it, but I don't know what to say. You got to understand, you that wallflower. You're going to stick out. But you got to remember, you are normal. They are not normal. You're not crazy. They are crazy because you're waking up. You're starting to see the truth. True love is coming. Spirit is saying you got to be that ice queen. Ice queen is sort of like that queen of swords. You have to be sharp, set boundaries, very direct, but you're going to say it out of love, very humble. You can address someone out of love without making them feel like this. But you got to also know when someone criticizes you and you get upset, that's something you have to work on. That's an ego problem. When you notice that when people say something to you and you no longer getting upset and you're like, that's how you know you're healing from your ego. So Spirit is saying you need to start being more, setting more boundaries, be more, once again, cold-blooded, cold-hearted, but do it out of love. Some of y'all going to start doing the dating scene. Some of y'all have already released y'all contracts and y'all starting to feel that freedom. You starting to know like, hey, I am a survivor. Just like that Beyonce song, I am a survivor. So it's like y'all surviving, y'all knowing that this person was only to teach you a lesson that you can arise above this. That you're no longer codependent on these people, that you can survive. Some of y'all are cancer survivors and y'all need to tell that story. Some of y'all are rape victims and y'all need to tell that story. Some of y'all been molested and y'all need to tell that story. You had that freedom. You have that freedom. Spirit is saying that is your testimony. There's people out there waiting to hear your story. I'm not ashamed. I'm a domestic violence victim. I have been molested. I was raped by my ex-husband. I have a story to tell. I am an overcomer. I am healed from that. It no longer bothers me. When people talk about it, I no longer get aggravated or like get in the victim mode because I am finally free. A lot of y'all are free and it's time for y'all to tell y'all story. A lot of y'all need to practice intimacy with yourself. And I'm not talking about masturbation intimacy. Some of y'all need that intimacy in your life, Spirit is saying. Some of y'all are going to be traveling, world travel. Like I said, I see y'all breaking generational curses. Some of y'all have generational curses that can only be broken by international waters because your ancestors, the ones that refused to be slaves, jumped over and perished in the bottom of that ocean, wants to heal you and break generational curses. This dating, some of y'all are going to meet this soulmate. And some of y'all, like I said, we have several soulmates. Some of this is going to teach y'all a lesson. So get that box of Kleenex ready because some of this is not going to be happy for you. Spirit is saying you on this spiritual path, you need to navigate carefully. Just because you see a beautiful house right there and then you see a log cabin there and you thinking these people got it better than these people, actually the log cabin got it better than the luxury house. Spirit saying you need to focus on you. Don't worry about how they're prospering and you not. You never know their story. Everything comes with a price. Just because gold is pretty and glittery, it could be false gold. Everything that glitters is not gold. The universe has a plan, and the plan is you. To bring back those fallen people, to bring back those that are waking up. Because you overcoming and you have a story, you can help them. You've been through what they trying to go through. So you got the answer that they need. They seeking wisdom and knowledge. And you getting wisdom and knowledge. Past life connection for this soulmate. Some of this is a past life connection that I'm hearing. And this is going to be true love. Y'all going to start dating. Some of this is a karmic lesson. This is a karmatic soulmate. Once again, get that box of Kleenex ready. I'm going to tell the truth. Some of this is that false gold. Some of this is to teach you a lesson because something you're doing and your team keeps telling you, you need to stop, you need to stop, you need to stop. You're too codependent on this. So they about to make a hurricane come in and slap you across the room till you get the message. And then you be like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. For you to focus on what's coming to you. A lot of y'all with the wrong person because y'all was so eagerly, y'all didn't want to be alone. Y'all didn't take that time. Y'all jumped into it. Now this hurricane's coming to get rid of it so you can be with the one God wanted you to be. A lot of y'all going to go on a vacation because you really need it. Y'all really need it. It's going to be a lot of fucking. So if you don't want no kids, either take a birth control or have him wrap up, put a condom on. But some of y'all are going to go on a vacation together. What other messages do we have for... Y'all going to be fucking like rabbits, whoever this is. Some of y'all are in that Ten of Swords. In the Ten of Swords, it can be negative and it can be positive. The Ten of Swords is finally ending. You're like, okay, the divorce is final. I'm getting on with my life. I'm deserve better. Y'all rising above that. Y'all becoming that beautiful lotus flower. Y'all, you noticing that you're that rare wallflower. So some of y'all are in that Ten of Swords right now. Just know that's an ending. And y'all about to get y'all beginnings. So it's not really a bad card. It's all how you want it to be. Just know you didn't die. You're alive. Spirit is saying y'all the magician. If y'all married to someone that's spiritual just like y'all and y'all spiritually yoked, I'm hearing sexual magic, sex magic. That's how you're going to get some of the things that you're asking for. Some of y'all continue to be patient because y'all in that temperance mode, and Spirit have you where he's balancing you out. Make sure you just right. You just right. You know, like Luther. One minute he had that fucked up curl Luther, then he had that just right Luther curl. Y'all right there. Y'all almost at that just right Luther Vandross curl. Y'all right there. Just hold on a little bit longer. Y'all have a Two of Swords. Some of y'all are in a relationship that y'all really don't want a relationship. He takes care of you. He do everything you want, but you're not happy. It's like you loving an empty vessel. Spirit is saying, why are you torturing yourself? There's other men like that would do the same thing. He do take care of you, baby you, but you don't love this man. Your heart is somewhere else. Spirit is saying y'all have a decision y'all have to make. Seven Pentacles. Somebody, whoever's going on this vacation, y'all some freaky motherfuckers. I'm getting a vision that y'all pouring whipped cream, honey, that chocolate syrup, sucking each other's toes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you ain't trying to get pregnant, you need to handle that. You have the Sun card. Y'all are... Your prayers have been answered. Your prayers have been answered. That's what I'm hearing. Your prayers have been answered. When you're going to receive, I do not know. I don't know everything, but I'm hearing your prayers have been answered. They said when they get damn rare, please to give it to you. So there's your answer. But it's coming. It's coming. They said some of y'all need to continue to focus on y'all patience. You got to know that it's coming. There's delays. And sometimes it's not on your end, it's on the other person's end. Is there anything else, Spirit, that these people need to know? Oh, okay. This is kind of X-rated. So I don't know who this is, but Spirit saying the person... This man likes it when you bend over in the bathroom, when you get out of the shower and you bend over to pick up something. He just want to go in there and give you back shots. I don't know who that's for, but he keeps thinking of you that way sexually. You better give it to him. Some of y'all going into a new direction. I'm hearing somebody like doing it in a car with you. I don't know who it is, but they keep showing me someone doing it in the car. It's like y'all used to do that before, when y'all was courting, before y'all got married. I think he wants to do it again, or you wants to do it again. Y'all need to start communicating. That's what I'm hearing. Y'all really need to start communicating. Spirit says someone's relationship needs to be role-playing. They need to add a little spice. Muy caliente, the sazon in their marriage. It needs a little spice. Spirit is saying, I want you to dress up, get a trench coat, and wear some high heels, play some my Johnny Gill, and show look good tonight. Spirit is saying you need to spice it up. Whoever is marriage is dull, boring, you need to spice it up. It needs some sazon. It needs some sazon. Because it's boring. Somebody needs to say, this is my So you need to claim it, own it, show, use that alpha female, dominate that man. He wants to be dominated, that I'm hearing. I don't know why this turned sexual. It is what it is. So somebody's crying out for help. So I'm giving out sex hints that spirit is helping me with. So y'all need to like dominate that man in the bed. Or if you into women, you need to dominate that woman because they want that aggressiveness. That's what they want. If you with another man, you need to dominate that man. I don't know y'all sexual thing. I don't want to know. I mean, you know, that I can know if I tap into you, but I really don't want to know. I really don't want to know. But Spirit saying y'all need to start being that, they like that aggressiveness. They be like, this is my dick. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, excuse my language, but hey. Some of y'all need to take pride in who you are. Woo, I'm burning up. I got a lot of spirits in here. It's making me hot. I got them freaky spirits in here. Woo, Lord. Okay, back to this back to this sex magic. Like I said, if your soulmate, you and your soulmate is spiritual, I'm hearing Kali Ma wants to step in and help do this sex magic. Whoever works with Kali Ma, because she's in here. That's why I'm getting hot. She wants to help, so you need to handle that. Some of y'all, you need to love yourself more. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself more. You need to be prideful of who you are. You are spiritual. You're different. You're unique. You're that wallflower. Some of y'all need to be more honest with yourself. You need to be honest with others. Like I said, you need to tell people that you're coming out of the closet about your sexuality. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Some of y'all are hiding the fact that y'all like the same sex, and Spirit is saying that has to stop. Your team is not ashamed of you. Remember, God didn't make fuck-ups. You need to come out of the closet about your spirituality. Some of your family members already know, but they waiting on you to say it because it's not their job. It's not their sad story. Everyone has their own sad story. So Spirit says some of y'all need to be honest with your family, with your friends, and say what you are. If you like women, you like men, they say it's time to come out of that closet. It's time to get that monkey off your back because it's been weighing you down. Once you be honest about your sexuality, things are going to open up for you. Some of y'all need to be honest and say, you know what, look, I know I'm a preacher's daughter. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. You got to understand we serve the same God. You know, y'all need to be honest with yourself and with others. You need to verbally express yourself and work that throat chakra. Tell the truth and watch a lot of doors come open for you. There's nothing wrong with you. God made you the way you are. You need to embrace it. God is not ashamed of you. Why are you ashamed of you? You were made in his image. A lot of y'all going to go through a spiritual death. That's letting that ego die. And it's going to be very painful because this is a hell of a drug. Once you let your ego die, like I said, people will not get to you, will not bother you. When they start, you be like, you know, but when you react to it, that spirit saying, you need to work on that. That's something. Remember, when they criticize you and you get offended by that, that's an ego problem. That's something you have to work on. Continue to be patient. Remember, there's three sides to a story. Yours, that person, and God, the Most High. So when something's not going right and you're wondering why things are not manifesting, one, you didn't release those karmatic partners and you need to cut them cords. Remember, a twin flame, you cannot cut the cord to a twin flame. You're just going to have to tell them, bye, 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 bye. That's what you have to tell them. Second, if this is not a twin flame, walnut bath, cut them cords. Also, you have to become friends with your demons. Number 2, shadow work. And 3, know who the fuck you are. Y'all be blessed. If y'all want an in-depth reading, private reading with me, I do all types of readings. I even do love readings. but I will not go against someone's free will. So don't ask me to go against someone's free will, because I don't like doing that. And if I do, I will not get a lot of information about that person because they're not there. But if you want to know if your partner's cheating, I will tell you, but you have to be ready to handle the truth, because I will not lie to you. I'm not that type of reader. I will not lie to you. I am held accountable. I get in trouble for lying to you, so I cannot. I will put my website in the description box. If you know anybody that is interested in hearing the word of the day, send them my link, tell them to like and subscribe. I do them Monday through Friday. They all spirit led. I never really look at the cards. I just go with what they show me and what I hear. But just know you're unique, you're rare, and know who you are. You have to love yourself. And once again, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for shit. I apologize if I keep repeating this, but Spirit says some of y'all really, 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 really need to forgive yourself. That's that inner healing. And trust me, once you start forgiving yourself and be honest with yourself and be honest with others and tell the truth, and don't be ashamed of yourself, because they're not ashamed of you. And I'm talking about God and your team. A lot of doors is going to be opening up for y'all. Sometimes y'all hindering your own growth. And then you wondering why. And Spirit is saying, because you didn't do this. You should have started at A, but you wanted to start at W. You have to start at the beginning. And the beginning starts with inner child issues, that mommy and daddy issues. Because that's really bothering you. Once you start at A, you'd be surprised how quickly you're at W. And things are lasting for you. Y'all be blessed. Namaste.